Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms and Castles. Now I'm pausing immediately here because we got these Vikings coming in, and I kind of need to pay attention and see what they're going to do. Now, I'm not going to send, my army, or whatever you want to call it, over, because not only is it going to take too long for them to get here, but they don't do anything anyway, or they're little help, so not even going to bother. Alright, you're deviating this way. We can attack to some degree. Where did a ballista tower burn? Can't have that going on already when they're not even here yet. Like, that's just ridiculous. Good, we're killing these ogres off, which is really nice. They're trying to come in, in these areas over here, but you're getting your asses kicked. It's plain and simple. You can destroy that tower right there, but you're just gonna die. It's just how it is. Now, these little squads that are, or whatever, that light everything on fire, they're a different story, but we'll see. Did we actually kill them off? Completely. Holy shit. Oh no, there's a leader, or a couple gangs over here. There's one ship left. If we kill this gang off, then we officially beat them. And we did. Nice. Awesome. That's great. That's like the first time in a while where we've completely staved off a Viking attack with little to no damage done. Very cool. I'm very happy. I'm so happy. I think they only destroyed that too. There was a ballista tower that got burnt somewhere. I don't know where. Though there are a couple different places that could have been. I'm not seeing rubble anywhere atop one of these places, so maybe they put the fire out? No, because it said fire claimed a ballista tower. So where the hell is the rubble? I'm confused at the moment. God damn it. You guys are starting fires on your own. Holy mother of God. Just please stop. Oh, up here. Completely forgot I had one. There. Well, there we go. There's one there now. And these 3 piers are done. We started those in the last episode. Jeez, these plagues keep coming through. They're going to kill more peasants than the Vikings do. I am going to put in a cottage. Don't give me that bullshit. I can put in a cottage wherever I damn well feel like. I'll put it in here. And we'll put in a little hovel, too. Because why not? Why not, 30 peasants died of the plague. That is a lot. But can't really concern myself with that at the present moment. Got to keep building up my defenses. Whatever cost. Not only that, but people flock into this kingdom like fucking crazy. So, those peasants will be replaced relatively quickly. And that's cold-hearted, but, I mean, like, what are you gonna do, What do you mean you fear things will never get better? Why is happiness so low? We staved off those fucking Vikings. A plague did sweep through, but it didn't kill that many people. I mean, if you think about it. Also, are you guys building these piers here? Okay, I just wanted to make sure because it didn't look like they were getting built. Just want to make sure they're getting built. And I want to get this area done by the time the next swarm of Vikings shows up, because they're bound to go in a different area the next time, and it could be up here where we're lacking defense, and it could be down here where we're currently lacking defense, but hopefully soon enough that won't be the case. And once we get defenses built here and defenses built up here, we've covered basically all of our ground at the moment. We won't have to worry about building defenses really anywhere for the time being until we expand. I can worry a little more about what's going on inside my kingdom rather than protecting it, which is nice. Get another one in there. And eventually we're going to build into the rest of this area here, but for the time being we're obviously focusing on other things. That may be something for the foreseeable future, though. Who knows? We'll see. God damn it, you couldn't put out that fucking fire? Are you kidding me? The hell is your problem? There's water everywhere. How could you not put out the fire? You idiots. Now I have to waste more resources putting in that cottage again. We've got a deadline here, okay? To get this project done, I can't be wasting resources on your fuck-ups, okay? I'd like to make that very clear. Fucking peasants. Don't know how to put out a goddamn fire. Unbelievable. Well, I mean, they know how to put out the fire, but they're just not good at it, at all. It doesn't seem like people are starving anymore, even though the food supply is still very low. Seems like really the main way people are dying at this point is they are getting sick. Which, we could put in another hospital. It wouldn't necessarily be a horrible idea. It's just I don't know where. I don't know where we would necessarily want to put one in. We could put one in here, potentially, or in here, kind of like as a center piece for the town. Because we've got a hospital over here, like right here, and we've got a hospital over here. Having one maybe closer to the center would not be such a horrible idea. But that's something to worry about later. I'm going to let the resources build up a little bit. In the meantime, we'll just kind of admire our kingdom for now. The graphics in this game are very simplistic, but at the same time, they look very nice. I love the blur effect they have going on, over here and whatnot. I love that you can tilt view and everything. It's one of the things I wish City Skylines did a better job of, because you can tilt view in City Skylines, but it does it naturally when you zoom in. You can't do it on your own, which really sucks. And in SimCity 2013, you can do it, but obviously that game is a piece of garbage. So, I'm just real glad that you can do it in this game. And I don't think Banished lets you do it either, although I bet you there's a mod out there for it at this point, because Banished has... I don't know if the modding community is strong anymore for that game, but it was very strong for that game at one point. So, who knows, you know? I bet you it is. I bet you it is. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Yeah, I think our next project will probably be finishing off this area in here. I thought for a second she was about to say that more Vikings were coming, and I was like, we're not prepared. We're absolutely not prepared yet. You know, we got a couple more things we got to do before we can say that we're fully prepared to take on Vikings. And you know what? You can never truly be fully prepared to take on Vikings in this game, because you never know what the fuck they're going to do. You know, they could do one thing or the other. Could dick you over either way. Two, three, four. Yeah, you keep saying the peasants are growing unhappy, but the happiness is at 70. You know, I mean, like 70 is good out of 100. I'm pretty satisfied with that. You know, there's no reason for me to try and get that happiness number higher than it is, for one. Secondly, it's essentially impossible, because you're asking me to cover every area possible with churches and libraries, and I just can't. It can't be done. You know, there just isn't space in some areas for that. So, fuck off with that shit, you fucking city advisor. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're doing. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing, because I'm obviously, you know, I've built the greatest fucking kingdom you've ever seen. I mean, you know, ignore that fire right there. But, I mean, look at this masterpiece. It is a piece de resistance. Plain and simple. Ain't no denying that. Guess we need 2 more on this one. I gotta make sure I remember that. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Also, I don't know how you would want me to improve paths to a granary. You know, like, I mean, it's not my fault that they can't haul their asses over to these places. I have them everywhere. I mean, maybe it's a case of them being full. Actually, no, that can't be it, because, I mean, look at this. The storage capacity, or I mean, the amount of food being stored in these places is really low to begin with. So it's not like these places can be at capacity or anything. Who the fuck knows? I mean, I don't know. Need 1 more on this one. Just want to get it done before I forget. There we go. What do you got? They say the same thing every time. You know, there's no point in me even looking, except for the military advisor. What was I gonna... Oh, right. Castle blocks, not anything in the town section. Idiot. Frickin' fool. What? What's the issue here? No gold with which to pay soldiers. Whoa! How are we depleting gold that much? Oh, fuck. We are gonna have to raise taxes. And that is going to upset people. But you know what? We got to fucking do it because apparently we've been depleting our gold, you know, much more than I thought initially. So, sorry, we're hiking up taxes. Fucking deal with it. You know what? We're going to have to hike up the tax rate, you know, as high as it can go. And you know what? That's going to upset people, but hey, man, we got to do what we need. We got to do what we got to do. You know, like it's just how it is. You know, we'll hike up taxes temporarily, okay? It's not going to last forever, okay? Don't be so concerned about it. And it's for a good cause anyway, so fuck off. Is that the last one? I think so. 3, 4. There we go. I think that's, I think we're all set in that regard. Just wait for those to finish up so we can build up some more resources, and then we'll be done with that. Dragon destroyed a farm. Yeah, that's because we can't fucking pay our soldiers. We need more gold. So this tax hike may not be so temporary. May need it around for a while. And I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Fucking deal with it. I mean, like, I'm gonna keep saying that over and over. And we just had someone die of starvation. Cool. And happiness is still high regardless of the tax. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Only because we killed that dragon, though. So we'll go ballista, 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 ballista. And you know what? Once this is done here and we're done building up this area, the amount of gold that we get will increase. Probably significantly, I would imagine. So, nothing to be concerned about as of right now. It's not the end of the world. This one's almost done. Gotta pick up the pace, man. Also, put out that fire. You better put out that fucking fire. I swear. I swear. Yeah, I don't care if we can't attract anybody, you know, here. That's not my mission at the moment. Okay, my mission is to build up our defenses and acquire enough gold to the point where we don't have to fucking worry about taxing people anymore. At least to some degree. And then everybody can be happy again. Okay? That's what I'm working on right now. Okay, a peasant left the kingdom. Not my problem. There we go. And we'll get these archer towers in here, and they'll be built right quick. And then that'll be that. And then what I'm thinking is we'll build up the bridges around here. And I think that'll be the last bridge we put in that area. So let them take care of that, and then we'll start putting in piers and whatnot, a bunch of them. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. You know what? We can knock down this tax rate to about 2. So, you guys will be a little happier about that. And we'll still be raking in some gold every year, which is okay in my book. You know, once these 4 tiles here get put in, we'll be able to put in another hospital. And I was kind of hoping maybe we'd put it in like here, but this area is fine. Doesn't really make any sort of difference anyway, because they go home to home and they take care of the sick. You know, the sick don't have to come to them, which is nice. You know what? We're going to have to hike up taxes again. I'm sorry. We need to ensure that, you know, that we have enough gold to last us for a while before we can go ahead and lower those taxes again. Come on, finish this up. There we go. Cool. Put in a big old hospital. Which way do I want it to face? It doesn't really matter. Well, actually, we'll have it like that. So there's that. And then we'll be able to put in probably a hovel right there. Okay, Vikings are coming. Let's see where they show up. Hopefully it'll be in a place where we can defend ourselves. Ooh. Oh. I mean, this is kind of not an ideal place. This area here is not really protected all that well. It is to some degree, but I mean, we'll see. Let's just see how it works out. I mean, they're pillaging these areas over here, but we are killing them off to some degree. Oh, of course, they're coming up here, where we can't really defend ourselves. So we're going to suffer a little more damage this time around, but that's all right. Still won't be suffering too much, so I'm okay with that. I think they're the last ship. Yeah, they are. Okay. Alright, so let's rebuild here. We didn't suffer a whole lot of damage, which is really nice, but we did suffer some, so we gotta rebuild. You know what? Here, we'll lower the taxes, because we don't need gold as much anymore. It'll track down on its own for a little while here, but not to a point where we need to worry about it as much right now. Let's go ahead and build more of these piers. Jeez, so hard to come by. You know what? we're going to hike it up to 2. Nice middle ground there. And then I promise we're not going to touch it anymore beyond that unless we need to hike it up again, okay? Don't worry about it, people. I promise you this time around. Alright, a dragon's coming, whatever. Occasionally lightning will start fires. Doesn't happen too often, but it can happen. Which, not something we need to worry about all that much, or we ever needed to worry about all that much, but it's just something to point out, because they do happen. They do happen. I think once we fill in this entire area here with shit, we'll call it an episode. I think that'll be a good stopping point. You know, we don't have a whole lot of taverns. I think we have 2 in total. We could afford to put in another one. Keeps people happy to some degree, so might as well put at least one more in. Another peasant died of starvation. Yay-haw. Another peasant died of starvation. Hopefully this doesn't become more prevalent of an issue. Because as of right now, it's not something I need to concern myself with. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not something that is really critical at the moment, but it could become that way if I don't, you know, make better decisions. Okay, and now the stockpiles are starting to get a little full here. So I will definitely consider putting in more. You know what? We might put one in, like, right in here or something. I don't know. Look, we got that number of people dying from the plague way down, which is really nice, because we put in that 3rd hospital. What were we going to put in? Oh, yeah, stockpile. Big old stockpile. And then, nice little hovel right there. All right, looking good. And we are going to end the episode here. So, pretty successful episode, I would say. Next episode, we're probably going to focus on building up defenses over here, because this is like the last area as of right now that we really need to worry about. So we'll get that done next episode, and then from there, we won't have to worry about Vikings as much. They'll still be quite the issue to tackle, but not as much of an issue as they were, or as they have been. And anyway, if you guys are enjoying this series, let me know down in the comment section below. Like the video and share it with your friends. It lets me know you want to see more of any game series I do here on the channel. The link down to the game is in the description box down below if you want to pick it up for yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more gaming content. I play all sorts of games on my channel. And I love you guys very much. And I'll talk to you later.